What's going on? What's going
What
on?
up? What up? What up? What up?
Boy, oh
What's up with it, bro?
boy. Boy, oh boy. We got a doozy today.
Yes, sir. I mean, you want to call it like emergency pod, breaking? I mean, obviously not breaking news, but um, it's
It's,
it's it's
it's,
it's something.
it's bullshit. It's bullshit. It's what it is. It's bullshit.
So before we go and get into it, this episode what 7? I want to say
I believe
7.
so, man. I believe it's
Okay, so
episode 7.
episode 7, and I appreciate you guys coming out once again for matinee special. I really do. I really appreciate all everybody out there that is watching. Might not be many people, but again, man, like, subscribe. We're gonna come hot and heavy. Obviously, football season is upon us. The Hall of Fame game was Thursday.
Yeah, man.
But
There's
yeah,
a
man.
quarterback controversy in LA.
Oh, really? Is there? With your boy Trey Lance. So
Trey
but
Lance.
yeah, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Episode 7.
Yep.
You already know. I mean, you already know what the topic is. And with that being said, I'm gonna let my fellow Cowboy fan take it away.
Well, welcome to the circus.
Oh shit, that happened? What?
Welcome to the circus that we call the Dallas Cowboys, everybody.
Woo.
Listen, we talked about on the last pod. Is he going to get a deal? Is he going to get extended? Is he not? He's asking himself the same questions. He requested a trade yesterday, and I gotta say I didn't think it was going to get to that. I didn't think it was going to get to that because he already made it clear that he's going to be at camp regardless of what's going on. He's going to be at camp, and he's still there, by the way. But the breaking news is Micah Parsons has requested a trade from the Dallas Cowboys, and it's not just I don't know if you read it. Did you read what he posted?
I did. I read what he posted. Again, he to me he's basically punching Jerry in the face and be like, "Yo, I'm fighting back now."
Yeah.
But I'll get into all the thoughts that I got on that. But I wanna hear from you, player. I wanna hear what you think about it. Just break it down all together. Because I mean, listen, we can all agree, he's gonna be a Dallas Cowboy this year. I mean, but I want you to break it down because I want to hear what you got to say. Because this shit is pretty crazy, dog. Like we ain't never really seen a Cowboy star do this in a minute. So
yeah, that brings me to that point exactly. So usually what happens is for those of you cats out there who aren't familiar with the Dallas Cowboys and the way that Jerry Jones moves is he negotiates through media. He has a radio show that he always put hit pieces out. He negotiates by talking mess about the players that are up for contract. He tries to. He's your used car salesman. He try when you're trying to take a car in to sell it. He's that one that's trying to diminish everything about that car so that way he can give you what he wants and you take it because he's Jerry Jones, right? And that's what he does. And in the past, the typical way that the Dallas Cowboys football players have reacted have been the way the NFL works. They unfollow the Dallas Cowboys on social media. They take off everything Dallas Cowboys associated on their social media. They're either holdouts or hold-ins. Like Zeke, right? Zeke was a holdout. Zeke went to Cabo. Zeke
he was
like,
in Cabo.
listen,
He was in the Cabo sand.
Yeah, he was like, listen, when y'all ready to give me my deal, y'all let me know. I'll hop on that plane and I'll head out there to the Star, and we'll get things cooking. CD Lamb was a holdout, didn't show up. Zach Martin was a holdout, didn't show up. Dak Prescott was not a holdout, was even a hold in.
He was a hold in.
He knew. Dak Prescott knew he was going to get that deal. But it didn't happen until the 12th hour right before the game started. Micah Parsons, what he just did is the first time that I can remember being a Cowboys fan, a player stepping up 10 toes down to Jerry Jones and says, all right, you want to play the game? Let's play the game. Now, Jerry Jones has said in the press conference recently, before all this happened, he was like, listen, Micah Parsons is probably one of the smartest players that I've had to deal with. So he already acknowledged Micah Parsons' business side
and he's
of it.
right. And he's right. Michael Parsons is a sharp motherfucker. He is right about that.
He is. Listen, and it doesn't help Jerry Jones that Micah Parsons' agent, David Mulligetta, was just nominated by Forbes magazine as the #1 most powerful agent in all of football history.
More than Drew Rosenhaus?
That's what Forbes said.
Ah, okay.
But I think it's because it's the deals that he gets done. Remember, he got the fully guaranteed contract of Deshaun Watson. He got the fully guaranteed.
Yeah, Tua's with I think he was with Athletes First. I don't think that's the same, but then I think he's now with him. I could be mistaken, but I think he's now with him. But anyways, I know he is big time.
Yeah,
he's one or two.
And he's known for playing hardball, bro. He's known for being a stickler.
Jonathan Taylor, he got that deal done. Jonathan Taylor, when he was requesting the trade, he got the deal done. David Mulligetta. So
here's where all this was messed up. And the reason why it got to this point is because Jerry Jones, with his old school thought process, thought he had a gentleman's deal, a handshake deal already in place with Micah Parsons. Because like I said, they've spoken face-to-face, them two, previously on multiple occasions. And apparently, from everything that I'm getting from all the beat writers and everything, they all concur, there was a deal in place. Micah Parsons said, you got to talk to my agent.
Right.
And that's where communication stopped.
But what? Like, I'm going to go on my rant. I want you to finish.
Yeah. Listen, and here's one, it's a bunch of bullshit because it shouldn't have gotten to here. 2, Jerry Jones started his typical bullshit already before the trade and before the trade happened. And Micah Parsons talks about it in his formal request. He was like, I shouldn't have to be getting taking shots because I got hurt. And that's what Jerry Jones went off of. He was like, listen, I can pay the man, but is he going to be available? First of all, Micah Parsons is not an injury prone guy.
He's not at all.
He's not an injury prone guy. He just happened to get injured. He missed 4 games, came back, and still got 12 sacks on the season. So this is Jerry Jones's. This is his tactic. This is his way of doing about it. But let me tell you, yesterday there was a video that was put out that as soon as the request trade was put out there, Stephen Jones and all the other front office minus Jerry Jones, they were out on the practice field, all discussing it, and Stephen Jones was on the phone. So it got to him. And it looks like they're taking this serious. The reality of it is, it shouldn't have gotten to this part.
No,
they should have signed him last season.
They should have signed. Yeah, in 2023, at the off season of 2023 is when he should have got signed.
Absolutely,
that's when
they should have signed him. Of course, they drug their knuckles because it's what they did. It's what they do, and we are where we're at now. I hate it. I hate that I have to see that. Like it really kind of hit me in the gut yesterday when I saw it. Because
you sent me a text and you were fucking irate.
Because it's not the business side of it that I'm upset with, because I understand this is how negotiation, the business works.
Yeah, it's like you got a player that go ahead, finish, because
it's the personal shots, bro.
Yeah, dog. Like you got a player that wants to be a fucking Dallas Cowboy, dog. What? And he's one of the. I mean, he's what, a top 3 player in defense. I mean, okay, 5,
arguably
3, 2, 4, whatever. You can argue that. Don't matter.
Yeah.
Who cares? He's one of the best. Why? Like, what's the problem here? So I get your pain, bro.
Dude. When I saw it, kind of like, I don't want to say that I expected it, but it didn't throw me for too much of a loop because I was like, I get it. The writing was on the wall with Micah Parsons. It was starting to he was doing the normal business, but then Jerry Jones came out with that bullshit about, well, he got hurt. What if I pay him and he's not available?
That doesn't even make sense. That makes no sense.
None at all. And that's when Micah Parsons was like, okay, all right, let's dance. Let's do it. You want to slander my name? I'm going to slander your organization. The organization that I love and I grew up being a fan of, because I'm going to slander. And that's what he did. And it I don't want to say it hurt to read what he wrote, but it kind of did a little bit because the guy,
he had to do it though. He had to do it, my G. He had to do it.
That's the line right there. He had to do it.
He had to do it
because if not, it was going to continue. And Micah Parsons ain't that guy that's going to allow you to do that to him because his work shows the proof is in the pudding for Micah Parsons.
Right.
He's got 50 plus sacks in 4 years, bro.
No, I think 12 plus sacks in every season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, every season. He's a 3-time All-Pro. Like it's ridiculous.
For the sake of people here, let's just look it up real quick. You know, just so people like that don't know Micah Parsons and the productivity. You know, we'll look it up real quick because to me this whole shit right here is bro, it is stupid. Like I was gonna say something else, but it is mind-boggling. It's dumb. It just makes no sense.
None at all.
You know. So you got Micah Parsons. He's been a 2-time All-Pro. Okay, first team by the way, and he was. Oh no, I'm sorry. He's a 3rd All-Pro, 2 first team, 1 second team. By the way, he's only been in the league for 4 years. So I mean, Pro Bowl, whatever, 4 times, but obviously the All-Pro is better. Career stats as a rookie, 13 sacks. Next year, 13.5. 2023, 14. And last year, 12 sacks with only 13 games played, 4 missing. So I say all this to give my opinion on this. This right here is just, my brother, I don't know why it got to this point or why it should have never got to this point. I feel like Jerry Jones thinks that he's playing a game. I feel like you ever seen Saul, like the guy from Saul that plays a game with the people?
Yeah.
I don't know if he thinks it's like this or that, but you got Micah Parsons, a generational talent, because let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Teron Armstead just went on. Shout out to T-Stead, my guy. He went on a podcast, I think yesterday, when talking about one of the hardest people he had to block, and was Micah Parsons. Because he obviously faced him 2 years ago or last year. And he's basically saying like, yo, this dude's an alien. This dude is too fast off the edge. And we're talking about Teron Armstead, that is a future Hall of Famer. Yeah, and he's saying this about Micah. So obviously Micah is one of the best premier defenders in the NFL and will go down as one of the best at his position. Yep. Top 10, top 15, top 20, whatever you want to call it. What the point I'm trying to get at is that this dude Micah is one of the best at what he does.
Yeah,
you should have paid him 2 years ago. The reason why it's got to this, why? I keep asking myself why? Why has it got to this? Obviously, you're more in tune to the Cowboys than I am.
Yeah.
But for the simple fact that Micah hasn't been signed a year ago is crazy. He's been a good model citizen, showing up. You know, he even said it in that rant that he went on, or you want to call it a rant or whatever it was.
Yeah.
The shit that he posted, he said that. And it's true. The dude has been there from day one. Model citizen, doesn't get, off the field, you don't have to worry about him. You don't have to worry about nothing. Yeah. This dude is in love with being a Dallas Cowboy. He really is in love with being a Dallas Cowboy. And
100%.
You haven't signed him yet. He's not going to be one of the pillars of your franchise.
Yep.
What?
Exactly, bro.
What are we talking about here, bro? What are we talking about here? I feel for Micah, dog. Like,
yeah,
bro, like to me, Jerry Jones, I know I was beating a dead horse with you because I've always said as soon as Jerry Jones goes away, that's when, I mean, and by the way, I don't mean go away like that. You know what I mean? When Jerry Jones takes a step back, that's when shit will be okay for the Dallas Cowboys. But I got to be honest, bro. I don't understand what he's trying to prove, what he's trying to do. It's mind-boggling to me. I really don't get it. This makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. Micah Parsons desperately wants to be a Dallas Cowboy, and Jerry Jones or Stephen Jones don't want to sign him. Now, there could be a lot of, like, if there's a lot of red flags for a player, like, for example, like Tua or, somebody who's injury prone. Oh, we got to think about it because he's been injured, or Tyreek Hill off the field issues. Dog, Micah checks all the boxes he checks. Young, not injury prone, a great person off the field, a leader, wants to be a Dallas Cowboy. What the fuck is the problem, bro? Excuse my language, bro. What is it?
No, but you're right in feeling that way. Like, listen, this kid right here, and I call him kid because he's young. He's on the
younger
verge
than us, so he's a kid.
Yeah, yeah, that's for sure. He's on the verge of defensive player of the year.
Yeah,
he's
that caliber of player.
Yeah, he's been chasing it. It's bound to happen, but it's the thought process of Jerry Jones is, like I said, it's let me devalue this thing, so that way then I can come back and say, all right, cool. Listen, I got it done. I gave you what you wanted, even though I just told you all the concerns. I gave you what you wanted. That's the way that he works. I don't understand why. I don't know what's going on in his head. And listen, for those that are not in tune with the Dallas Cowboys, or for the casual Dallas Cowboy fans, we have a GM on staff. I hope you know this.
I didn't even know that.
We have a GM that his name is Will McClay. Will McClay has been with the organization for decades, but he's not given the GM title. He is,
of course not.
He is the president or the vice president of player acquisition.
Okay.
But what I say all that to say this: if Jerry Jones was to let go and actually make him the general manager of this team, bro, Will McClay has the potential to be one of the best GMs in the league. He's the reason why we draft so well. It's him.
It's not Stephen Jones.
No, hell no. It's Will McClay. Will McClay is the president or the vice president, because Stephen Jones is the president. He does nothing. But Will McClay is the one that goes to Jerry and say, listen, we've been looking at this kid. I think he's the real deal. All the great draft picks are because of Will McClay.
I didn't know. I got to be honest. Breaking news, fellas.
Yeah,
everybody watching. I didn't know that. I did not know that. 100%.
But we discussed it.
I didn't know that.
But we discussed it last pod. What Jerry Jones said. I thought about it for a fraction of a second, not being a
fraction of a second. Mm-hmm.
Which means he doesn't give a shit. But at the same time, too, this is what Jerry Jones wants. He wants this podcast to happen and us talking with this with this banner on the bottom that says Micah Parsons requested trade. He wants it all.
Jerry, I hope you watching. Jerry, I hope you watching.
He wants it all over ESPN. He wants it all over Twitter, all over all the social. He wants it to be discussed.
No. And it's and to me, like I said, I guess I have to come to the conclusion of that, because I used to even tell you, like, prior, like, nah, bro, like Jerry Jones, I mean, he wants that circus, but bro, I'm convinced, like, he's probably getting a little too old, a little too long in the tooth. Like, it just, to me, bro, it doesn't make any sense what he has done, especially over the last 2 to 3 years. When you get CeeDee Lamb done at the end of training camp, prior to, like, 2 days before week 1, when you could have signed him in March and opened up a whole bunch of cap space to sign players, right? He did the same shit with Dak, and he's about to do the same shit with Micah. Like, there's supposed to be a method behind the madness. I don't know if you ever heard that saying before. You know,
for
there's
sure.
no method behind the madness. I don't see what Jerry Jones is trying to do. Like,
No,
I feel like his son needs to tell him, like, yo, pops, like, it's time to.
he's
like,
worse.
Yeah,
He's worse.
I don't even see
Stephen
how
Jones
that's
is worse.
possible, but
Stephen Jones is because Jerry Jones will eventually write the check. Right? I always say this about Jerry Jones. It's not when, it's if. It's not if, it's when for Jerry Jones, because he's gonna sign the check. Stephen Jones, if it was up to him, all right, cool. You want to trade? Let's get rid of you. That's how he's a pinch a penny guy. Stephen, yes, pinch a penny guy. He's starting to do the same thing that Jerry Jones does when he's talking to the media, and he's saying all kind of stupid. He said this last week. We want to pay Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons has to want to be paid. What? What do you mean? Like, what is that? That means that's what I'm saying, bro. It's a clown show, but they love it because the Dallas Cowboys remain in the headlines, and that's what it is. But the reality of it is this: contractually, the Dallas Cowboys owns Micah Parsons for the next 3 years. He's on contract.
Oh, they can, franchise him.
He's on contract for this year for $24 million, and then we can tag him and we can tag him again.
So let's kind of get into this. Let's kind of play like, you know, devil's advocate or whatever you want to say, you know, scenario. What do you think the possibility that he does get traded? Which I think it's very slim, but
I can't say. Listen, I can't say it's 100% no, because there's no guarantees.
Because there's nothing in life that's 100% no.
Yeah,
nothing
in life is 100%. Listen, I think it's a 98% chance he doesn't get traded.
Right. I agree.
And I think what's going to happen is they're going to play his game. They're going to play Micah Parsons' game. And don't be surprised in the coming week if you hear the Dallas Cowboys are entertaining offers for Micah Parsons. Because they're playing the game, bro. This is a chess game now.
Damn, boy.
They're playing the game. But I don't think it's going to happen. And then the outcome is going to be Jerry Jones saying, listen, we wanted to get it done. There's some things that you guys don't know that happens in the background. We love Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons is going to be a Dallas Cowboy for life. There's no hard feelings. It's just business. And you're going to hear the same thing from Micah Parsons. You're going to hear that Micah Parsons is going to come back and he's going to say, I want to be a Dallas Cowboy. I've always wanted to be here. This is my childhood favorite team. I've always wanted to be here, but business was business. And if they weren't going to give it to me, then I had to go somewhere else where, you know, I felt appreciated. He goes, but hey, listen, we got it done. I'm a Dallas Cowboys for life. Let's go get to work. That's what's going to happen, bro.
Yeah, no. I agree with you 100%. I think that the words that were said from Micah Parsons yesterday, it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
I think that he needed to do that. Like, he needed to do that because, like, it's like the equivalent of somebody that needs to stand up for themselves, kind of. You know, like as a little kid, like, you know, you're a little kid and you got somebody like a bully or something, you know, and then you need to stand up for yourself. I kind of felt like that's what it was. But make no mistake, Micah Parsons wants to be a Dallas Cowboy. He loves wearing 100%. That star on the side of his helmet. And he would love nothing more than to sign a 5-year, 230 or whatever the fuck he's gonna get, you know, $1 million contract.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's gonna happen. And once that deal gets signed, everything, you know, it's all good again. So I truly believe that he will be a Dallas Cowboy. He's not gonna get traded. Bro, AJ Brown, I don't know if you saw what AJ Brown said. He's like, he wants to be a Philadelphia Eagle. He grew up in Philadelphia.
Don't even get me started on that bullshit.
I know. Listen, like,
we're on this fucking topic now. Up until yesterday, right? Up until yesterday, he requested a trade. From the time that he set foot on the field as a rookie to the end of last season, right? Even up until before yesterday, all these Eagles, and you already know how I feel about Eagles fans. All these Eagles fans out there were saying Micah Parsons was trash. He's not Nolan Smith. He's not even the best in the division. He disappears in the playoffs. He requests a trade. now all of a sudden we want Micah.
But hold on though.
Micah
You can't blame AJ Brown for saying that though, bro. Like, of course I would, bro.
I don't know. Not AJ Brown. I'm talking about the fan base. AJ Brown is just stirring the pot. That's all he's doing.
But Paul, I've talked, bro. They're fans, bro. Like, I used to talk shit about team players that weren't a Dolphin. When they became a Dolphin, I was like, oh, like, come on, you got to know that's Eagles are more obnoxious. Eagles fans are more obnoxious with it and everything. But I mean, I see what you're saying. But
I'm not that guy that's gonna let bygones be bygones, and not with that fan base. When they talk their mess, now all of a sudden Micah Parson ain't washed. Now all of a sudden there's hypothetical. Just Eagles fan base. Eagles fan base. All of a sudden now they're hypothetical trades of let's give them Nolan Smith, we'll give them AJ Brown, and we'll just do like a player swap or 2 first rounds and give them Smitty. And I'm like, wait a minute. I thought these were your guys. But that's my rant for that shit.
Yeah, listen, and I'll end it like this. Universally known in the football world, even Eagles fans know how good Micah is. They just got to talk shit because they got to talk shit. Yeah. How you know how many Dolphin fans have talked shit about Josh Allen? Oh, he sucks. He's this. He throws picks, and it's like, no, bro. Deep down inside, the dude's a beast. So
yeah, for sure. It's
with that being said, we talked about the chance of Micah Parsons getting traded. There is 0.00% he gets traded within the division, Eagles or Redskins.
No.
So we can cut that out. Cut that out. Now, if Micah, is there a possibility that in 3 years from now he's a free agent and he signs with the Eagles? Possibly, but as a trade, it's not happening. So. So for my take about Micah getting a trade in terms of like the possibility of it, I think that I agree with you. I think it's very slim to none. And he doesn't want to get traded. I know he doesn't want to get traded. So at the end of the day, I think it's gonna work out. It's gonna be at the last second. You guys are gonna overpay. Jerry Jones is gonna do what he does, and Micah's gonna be a Dallas Cowboy. And like you said, the difference between Dak and all these players that Micah said, he's shot out. He's like, fuck it. I'm going to say what I got to say. I'm not going to hold my tongue. Like, I'm pretty sure Micah thinks like, this is bullshit, bro. I've dedicated my whole career to being a Dallas Cowboy. I want to be a Dallas Cowboy. Nothing makes him happier than wearing that star. And he's like, why haven't you signed me? Again, I know it's business, but personal shit we're all humans, bro. We're all humans.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We all have feelings. Micah Parsons probably thinking he's feeling some type of way, like what the hell, man? So I don't think he's gonna get traded, but let's play a little game real quick. If he was to get traded, who do you think would be the best fit? I know you don't want to hear. Look at you, like I didn't want to think about that.
No, I mean it's the game. If he had his choice, he would go to Washington because that's what Dan Quinn is.
But he can't. Yeah,
but that's not. It's not his choice, and they're not going to send him. The Chargers, the Raiders.
The Chargers. I think I think he'll be a great fit at the Baltimore Ravens. I think Baltimore Ravens will be a great fit. He's close to home.
But if we're playing that game, what is the compensation for him? Minimum 2 first rounds.
Yeah, and those first rounds are never good because the Ravens are always good. So it's gonna be,
exactly
a back
end. So
Ravens,
that's why I don't entertain good teams like that because they don't have the team that you're trading to has to have the draft capital and they have to have the cap space capital because he's still wanting to be the highest paid.
The highest paid player, right? Yeah.
So you got to start looking at, poverty freaking franchises that have
Raiders,
that's what I'm saying.
Chargers,
the Chargers,
Bengals.
Well, Cincinnati, they have their guys.
They got their problem with fucking Trey Hendricks, which I think has to do with this whole Micah thing. By the way, I think this has to do. I feel like Jerry is trying to see if this fool's gonna get paid. So in the back of Jerry's mind's head.
I think it's now Parsons. I think it's now David Mulligetta. Because here's the thing. Jerry Jones just hasn't insulted Micah Parsons. He insulted David Mulligetta when he says, I don't even know who his agent is.
Shooting yourself in the foot.
Because prior to all this, Micah Parsons has said, I just want to be paid what I'm owed. I'm not looking to be the highest paid, right? If that's what you guys feel, I'm not. He already said that. He just wants to be a Dallas Cowboy, right? But he said, just go talk to my agent. Then Jerry Jones says, I don't even know who his agent is. Then all this stuff happened because now, guess what? David Mulligetta was letting Micah Parsons take the reins a little bit and doing this because he really loves being a Cowboy. So Mulligetta was like, all right, cool. I'm not going to get in the way of that. After this happened, I guarantee you 100% Mulligetta said, it's my turn. I'm the captain now.
Now look at me. I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now. Yeah. That's what he said. He goes, we're going to do things my way. Because in that request that Micah Parsons has wrote in there, I don't know if you saw it. He says, my agent said we should not negotiate until other players got signed. So Mulligetta's his mindset was already there. But Micah Parsons was like, I don't want to do all that. I just want to play. But this is where we're at now. So guess what? Mulligetta's going to play hardball with you.
Oh, no. Yeah, it's gotten to the point. Listen, bro. It's like there's certain times or situations where you look at somebody and you say like, oh, this person, like when they do something and then you're like, oh yeah, typical them, whatever. But when Micah does something like this, Micah's not like this. So when he does something like this, it's like, whoa, he's a stand-up dude. The whole shebang, checks all the box, like I said. To me, this is just it really is dumb, dog. Like it's so stupid. This is something that should never have happened. I don't know why it's happening. It's dumb, dog. It really is. It's mind-boggling, bro. And it's the fact that it's got to this point. And let me tell you, bro, this is gonna affect players that want to come to the Cowboy. Yeah, that want to come to the Cowboy.
They're not gonna want to come here because guess what?
Of course not.
When it's their time for contract extension, how do you think George Pickens feels about this?
George Pickens?
How do you think he feels about this? Seeing it like shit. He's on his last year of the contract this year. Yeah. If he goes out and he goes out this year, he's gonna be like, well, damn, I'm gonna have to sit out next year. What the hell are we doing?
It's just the way they're doing business. The way the Cowboys are doing business is just not efficient. It's very inefficient. It's dumb. It's stupid. Like, yeah, you want all the ratings, you want all this. Again, I've said it millions of times. People that have been watching this, if anybody out there watching the podcast, every single show, you already know how I feel about that. I've already said it so many times, so I don't even want to keep saying it. But it really is mind-boggling, bro. It is. Yeah. It's malpractice, is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's.
And I kind of want to debunk. I want to debunk all these. I don't want to call them casuals because they're 10 toes on this about the whole. He doesn't deserve to be the highest paid non-quarterback because he disappears in the playoffs, right?
We talked about that last week.
I want to debunk all that because listen, the top 3 edge rushers, right? And Micah Parsons is an off-ball linebacker. I want to make that known.
Yeah. People that don't know that. Yeah, he's an off-ball. I remember when y'all drafted him, I was like, yo, he's an off-ball linebacker. He's not really an edge rusher. And the first year he kind of played like that, and then that's when they said, "Fuck it, just become an edge rusher."
Just let him go. Yeah, he's an off-ball linebacker, bro. So the fact that he's being compared to these great edge rushers is a testament to his game, right? Yeah. However, Myles Garrett, T.J. Watt, Max Crosby, all ranked up there as being the highest, right? Being the great, some of the greatest, arguably, right? All have 1 sack in the playoff, same as Micah Parsons, right? Yep. They all have 1 playoff win, right? Same as Micah Parsons, except for T.J. Watt. He has no playoff win.
0.
So you can't come here and say that T.J. Watt, who just signed, right, deserves what he got, and Myles Garrett, who signed before him, deserves what he got. And you can't be on the other side of the road and say, nah, Micah Parsons disappears. Like, he only has 1 sack in the playoffs. He can't. Yeah, he doesn't deserve all that.
I mean, if I look again, those three players are the cream of the crop, obviously, as edge rushers. If I had to choose, obviously Myles Garrett is more of a traditional pass rusher, and I think that he's probably the best. He probably, again, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Who gives a shit? But for the sake of the argument, Myles Garrett is probably the best. But with that being said, bro, Micah to me is the most talented. He's the young.
He has the highest ceiling, bro.
Youngest. That what?
He has the highest ceiling.
He has the highest ceiling. He is the youngest. And again, I don't know why he is not signed. Bro, he should have been signed. And I'm sorry I'm laughing. All you Cowboys fans, I'm sorry.
It's laughable, bro.
It is laughable. And then the whole playoff thing, bro, usually in a playoff run, you play 1-2 games. If you make the Super Bowl, it's 3 or 4, right?
Yeah.
In a season, a top player that gets the most sacks, 16, 17 games, that's a sack a game. Okay? Sometimes it's 15, that means it's less than a sack a game. So Micah usually plays 1 game a postseason, and he doesn't get it. So you're going to base it on that. Now, I agree. Does he have to show up in those big-time moments? Yeah, but, bro, we all got to work on shit. You know what I mean? The fact that you're going to base it on that just because of a playoff game, and defensive coordinators, like we said, they're basing their defensive game plan on Micah, so they're going to try to shut him down.
He's the call. Quarterbacks come up and they're like, "Where's Micah? Let's make the call."
Of course. So if casual fans or whatever you like to call them, if they're basing it on a playoff performance or a couple playoff performances, to me that again, it's a football is an ultimate team game, bro.
Yep.
You can't. I mean, really? So
that's what I'm saying. It's a double standard when it comes to really the Dallas Cowboys, but in this instance, when it comes to Micah Parsons, it's a double standard, brother. Because all those that we just named, they damn near have the same stats in the playoffs that Micah Parsons does, and they got paid.
Right. Yeah.
But
no. I mean, shit. Max
Crosby brought up Myles Garrett. That Myles Garrett is a testament to what's going to happen now with Micah.
Right.
Myles Garrett requested a trade. Older. Yeah, he's older. He requested a trade a few months ago. Rolled it all out and everything. And he got signed. He even put because a lot of people were like, nah, Micah Parsons, what he wrote, it's personal. And what he wrote, he said, I don't want to be a Dallas Cowboy. That's not what he said.
No.
He said, I don't want to play in Dallas anymore. That's a shot at the front office. That's a shot at the organization. He wants to be a Dallas Cowboy. He wants to be a Dallas Cowboy. Myles Garrett was worse to me because Myles Garrett said this. He said, I realized I want to win a Super Bowl, and I can't do it in Cleveland.
That's a shot.
Right? That is a shot. And then guess what? Money. Well,
of course.
He put back on that orange ass, ugly ass helmet.
Yeah.
Doodoo brown jersey, and he said, I'm a Brown for life.
Let's go win a Super Bowl. Yeah. I remember, I think in last episode we kind of touched on this. I remember I was in New York. I was in freaking like Times Square in my hotel at that time. Because I was on vacation, and when I saw, Myles Garrett just is the highest paid player. I'm like, oh my God, bro, this fool don't care about no winning, no Super Bowls, no shit. That is money. But
exactly.
Real quick to get back what you said, because I didn't catch that part when Micah said, he said, I don't want to be in Dallas anymore. He said that. He said, I
no longer want to play in Dallas anymore.
Let me tell you, I know what you're trying to say, but that is a statement. It means something.
100% it is.
I didn't catch that part.
Yeah, bro. That is a shot at Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones because he ended it. You saw? Did you read how he ended it? He said, "I sent this to Stephen Jones personally."
Personally, yeah, I saw that.
So, but he did not say, "I don't want to be a Dallas Cowboy." That's not what he said. He said, "I don't want to play in Dallas anymore," because he doesn't feel that he's being valued there.
Yeah, obviously you're doing psychoanalysis on it.
Yes.
Not saying you're wrong, but you're doing something on that. So yeah, I can see what you're saying on that because I think he still wants to be a Dallas Cowboy 100%. But
100%.
the fact that he did say that, man, let me tell you, shots have been fired, homie. Bop, bop, bop. Shots have been fired.
He's playing the game, brother. This is where this is kind of like it's a precedent when it comes to negotiations with Jerry Jones, because the way we started the show was no one has ever done that.
Right.
No one has ever gone toe to toe with Jerry Jones and his style of negotiations. Micah Parsons stepped up to the podium and he said, "You're going to take a shot at me? I'm going to take shots at you. Let's see who wins."
And it's so stupid, bro. Like what? Like Jerry. Again, I don't want to keep saying what I could, have said in the, prior 30 minutes ago, but it's malpractice. It's dumb. I really don't know what Jerry Jones is trying to accomplish, what he's trying to do. I have to question if he's all there in the head, if the age has got to him. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend anybody out there. I really have to question that because he's always been bad, but not this bad. This is real bad.
It's gotten progressively worse, bro.
It's gotten progressively worse. So that's why I have to question that. But with all that being said, I mean, it's somebody's got to step in and say, listen, if it's Steven or if it's
hoping it's Will McClay, bro. I'm hoping it's Will McClay.
Here's the thing.
You just reminded me of what I wanted. Another thing that I wanted to talk about. This is what pisses me off. This is the reason why the Dallas Cowboys haven't done shit in 30 years, right? The reason why, because what is this?
Yo, shout out to my boy Alex. He's a Cowboys fan. I keep telling him to come on here. You gotta have a special guest out here. Shout out to my boy.
What up, Alex? Appreciate you stopping by. Hey, I would say how about them Cowboys, but we already know.
That's a Cowboys fan right there.
Listen, this is what I wanted to talk about, right? Because I know I've told you I want to pump the brakes on this season, right? I want to pump the brakes because I told you I was starting to drink the Kool-Aid, right, with Coach Shoddy and what he's doing with the culture. He's united this damn team, bro. He's united this team. They're out there. They're having fun. The other day they were fighting. He stopped practice and he said, "Y'all want to fight? We're gonna run sprints, right?" CeeDee Lamb said, "I haven't done that in years," right? That's a testament to. Yeah, that's right, Alex. It's a clown show over here, man. Dallas is a clown show, and Jerry Jones is ran by it's a circus that's ran by the clowns. But the thing about it is, he's gotten this damn team to buy in. He's shifting the culture. And what does Jerry Jones do? He steps in. He's like, "Nah, we're not going to sign Micah Parsons." And now look what Micah Parsons is doing. And I'm like, look what you're doing. You are derailing something that is good. And that's what Jerry Jones has been doing for 30 years of my life. He has been derailing any good that comes to the Dallas Cowboys locker room because he wants to be in charge of it.
Shit, and you said 30 years of your life. Shit, damn. You just turned 30. Shit. Pretty much. I mean, well, not really, but
I'm 36, bro.
36. Okay. All right. I'm 32, so imagine the Dolphins shit. I haven't even seen the fucking playoff. I mean, I saw a playoff win, but I was too young enough to enjoy it. I was too young to enjoy it. But I've seen a couple. But
playoffs,
neither here nor there. Playoffs. Neither here nor there. But no, I get what you're saying, and honestly, it would be extremely frustrating to see because my team, like the frustrations are a little different. It's just incompetency, but they try. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they try, especially the last couple of years, they've tried to do the right things. They just, the GM hired the wrong coach 2 times. Anyways. Yeah. But I get what you're saying because the Dallas Cowboys, bro, Jerry Jones impedes you from being great.
Yeah. And it's like what does this say to the head coach, too? You're giving him all this praises, right? He's talking all the praises. Yeah, he's giving all his praises to Coach Shoddy, saying, he's a great, we saw it in him. That's why we hired him, and he's doing great things, and blah 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 blah. And then you go and do this after he got the team to buy in. You're stepping all over the man's toes, and you're saying, "I don't care."
And that's what he wants to do.
And it's annoying, bro. I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I gotta be honest, bro. Cowboys fans, I don't even know how y'all stick it out with Jerry Jones. Like, I would be so pissed. I don't even know how you guys don't have signs outside of the stadium. That's a big ass stadium. I was there last year. That's a big ass. I don't know how you don't have signs like, "Yo, Jerry, you need to like do something or step down." Or I don't see how boycotting doesn't come into this.
That's the problem that Dallas Cowboys fans have is the loyalty to the team.
No, 100%.
And that's why the Dallas Cowboys are the highest value team in all sports. Because
and as long as you guys keep it that way, Jerry Jones ain't gonna fucking change. Just so you know.
Exactly.
That. Once the fans start not coming to the games, then that's when shit would change. But that will never happen.
It's slowly starting because, like I said, at the practices in Oxnard, those stands are pretty damn near empty when they used to be packed, and it used to be you couldn't even get in. So right. he's starting to see it a little bit.
It's just, again, man, look, at the end of the day, you know, I think Jerry Jones is he's doing a disservice to his fans, to everybody. The thing is that he thinks that his mind is as big as Alaska, his ego, whatever the hell he wants to think. And I just think that it's fucking y'all up. It's fucking y'all up 100%. This Micah trade or request, this saga should have never happened. He should have been signed 2 years ago. He should have been locked up. He should have been that, Dallas Cowboy for years to come. And the fact that this has got to this point, it's not it's not shocking, but it's like, whoa, holy shit. Okay. Nah, I mean, there's a problem here. And no player, and I'll say this, and I'll end it like this. And no player in Micah's, like how Micah is, in terms of the production off the field, how he is off the field. Yeah, does he talk a little bit too much? Okay, whatever. Does he have a podcast where he shouldn't have? Whatever. But all the good things about him, there's no reason why a caliber of person and a player that he is should not be signed. Exactly. And should not be one of the highest paid players in his position. There's no reason for that. And I think I think Micah saw that, and I think he's extremely pissed off, and he's playing the game just like you said. And there's no reason for him not to be paid. It's just plain and simple like that. So
listen, what you just said, hits the nail on the head there. There's no reason why he shouldn't get paid. And that's where it stands. There's no reason why he shouldn't get paid. And that's why we're all sitting here talking about it, scratching our head. So we can leave it with this. Listen, he's going to get paid. He's going to get extended. Yeah. Micah Parsons is going to be a Dallas Cowboy for the next 4 to 5 years. It's going to happen.
I agree.
It's just when. Now, I just hope that it doesn't get any more personal than what it is now.
It's gotten a little personal. It's gotten a little personal. It has. But I hope it doesn't go past this. Because then the player starts really buying into I don't want to be here. Yeah. Yeah, no. It can get real ugly real quick. Real quick. So I agree with you. I think, this shit will get done. It probably will get done in, a week before the season starts, just like, Jerry Jones recently likes to do that. So yeah, it'll probably get done, before, like a week before week 1 or whatever. But I agree with you. I think he's going to be a Dallas Cowboy. He'll be signed for 4 or 5 years, and then we keep it moving, to be honest, bro. So, But yeah, man, that's. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, we're gonna obviously be monitoring it and seeing, what's going on. I mean, obviously, if the dude gets traded or any crazy shit happens, we'll hop right back on here. But But yeah, this show was kind of like obviously, it was about Micah Parsons and the trade request. So it's just, to me, closing thoughts on this conversation or the Micah situation is just it's to me one word: mind-boggling. To be totally honest with you, mind-boggling. I cannot believe it's gone to this situation. 100%. So
Yeah, 100%, bro. And
I'll let you
it's
take
a
it
head
off on
scratcher.
that.
It's a head scratcher, bro. It's a weird situation because I'm not shocked, but I am, and that's why it's just weird. It's weird.
I know it was shocking for you a little bit because the text message that we were going back and forth on, I could tell you were like pissed.
I didn't think
You were
I
like,
didn't think it was
oh,
going to get to the requested trade because of
I didn't think so either.
the love that Micah Parsons has for the Dallas Cowboys.
But he's got to do what he's got to do, homie.
But he's got to do what he's got to do. And
Every man's got to do what they got to do.
And
Trust
once
me on that, because I've been through that.
Once the tide kind of settled for me, I was like, I took my hat off to the guy and I said, he's doing what's best for him. I can't be mad at him for it.
Can't knock the fool.
Yep.
So
let's see. It takes two to tango. Let's see what happens with this dance.
But anything you want to add more on that, or
nope? I cap it at that.
All right, Micah, don't worry. You're gonna be a Dallas Cowboy. You're gonna get paid.
Yep.
But yeah, man. So other than that, bro, just some real quick, side notes, quick notes on my squad and Kader Kohu out for the year. We're thin at linebacker at cornerback, obviously, as everybody knows, and Kader Kohu partially torn ACL. He could have not had surgery and played it out, but he decided to. And tip my hat to the young man. He's on a contract year, and he's got to do what's best for him. So that sucks. Kader Kohu out for the year, as I'm pretty sure everybody knows as Dolphin fans. Training camp, again, D-line is going ham. O-line, Patrick Paul. I want to talk about him for about a minute or two. Patrick Paul, he is the heir apparent to Teron Armstead, and he is playing great as a left tackle in training camp. I get it. I understand. Mm-hmm. But he is moving people, bro. Our D-line is the strength of our team. Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, Chop Robinson, Zach Sealer. A lot of people get moved. I constantly hear from beat writers that Patrick Paul is holding his own, and sometimes he's mauling people. That puts a smile on my face from ear to ear. So Patrick Paul, hopefully he can be that fucking Pro Bowler that I think that he can be. Jonas Savannah right next to him, I think he's going to be a stud rookie. He's going to be a stud for years to come. So the O-line is hopefully we all stay healthy, because if there's one injury on the O-line, we're fucked.
Yeah.
We're fucked 100%.
Back to square one.
Yeah. So back exactly. No, below square one. So yeah. So again, I'm just shooting out everything that I'm seeing from camp, man. But it's again, cornerback secondary is a problem. But a lot of people, I hear a lot of people say the Dolphins are going to go 7-10, 6-11, and they're going to be a bad team. I heard. Going home from work, I was listening to ESPN radio. I just happened to be on. And they said, we're going to give out our top 5 bottom feeder teams. And the Miami Dolphins were one of them. And I just started laughing like, really? I know they're not going to be shit, but bottom 5? So I guess what I'm saying is that there's a lot of people shitting on the Miami Dolphins, and rightfully so. So. We haven't done shit. We have, 2 years ago when we were supposed to do big things, we didn't. I get it. Regardless if there was a lot of injuries or not, at the end of the day, that's all excuses. But I think that this team is going to be a lot better than what people think. But they're not going to be as good as what I want them to be, if that makes sense.
I get you. I get what you're saying. So when it comes to your team, it's not a lack of talent. It's a lack of health.
It's a lack of health, but we're a little thinner now. Like I said, the cornerback room. That's a big question mark. But at the end of the day, you never know. You never know if the young, because we drafted 2 corners or 2 secondary players. One was a safety, one's a corner. You never know if those kids step up. Yeah, Minka's back there, and Minka's a baller, dog. I've been watching him in camp. I've been seeing everybody what they're saying. He's a fucking baller. We should have never traded his ass. Yeah, fuck you, Brian Flores. Anyways, you know, we don't know what is going to happen, but everybody is coming to the conclusions of, you know, our secondary is going to be trash, going to be ass, and rightfully so, it might be. But, you know, I think that Dolphins fans should pump the brakes a little bit, because I still believe if Tua stays healthy the whole year, they're going to be an above water team, a good team.
All right.
You already know what my thing is. My thing is the fucking coaching.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's what's going to hold them back. But Tua, if he stays healthy, the team can do good. Not saying Super Bowl good, but they can do good. But again, man, it's camps going on again. We're praying for no injuries. Like I said, Kadeko, who went out for the year, prayers up to the young man. It does suck because he was our strongest cornerback in a very thin cornerback room, you know? So
I hate camp casualties, bro. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't
it sucks. It really does.
But listen, you're not talking about something. You're not talking about something with the team.
What's up? Shoot.
Quarterback controversy. You're not talking about it. You're not talking about my boy.
Quinn Ewers.
Quinn Ewers. Listen, I heard through the grapevine he's throwing dots out there.
Bro, listen. Quinn Ewers, dog. Okay, there is a quarterback controversy in Miami. And guess what? It's number 2. Not the second quarterback. Bro, let me tell you, dog, Quinn Ewers has been outperforming Zach Wilson, dog.
Didn't I tell you that was going to happen?
Yes. And here's the thing. This is when politics come into effect, you know, the political shit, the people getting paid money. Obviously, I don't mean politics like for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They paid Zach Wilson a guaranteed contract, like $4 million. They're paying Quinn Ewers what? Less than $1 million? So of course they're gonna have him as a number 2 because they gotta stand on business. But Quinn Ewers has outperformed Zach Wilson at times. There's some times where Quinn Ewers have had a bad game, but he's a fucking rookie. Zach Wilson has the arm talent that is really good. Quinn Ewers, in my opinion, is probably outperforming Zach Wilson for what it's worth. But I'll let you have fun with that. There's a quarterback controversy in Miami. Go ahead.
Nah, bro. Listen, I've been watching, you know, because I get, you know, I follow, you know, Longhorn Twitter.
Yeah.
And you know, they always keep track of, you know, Longhorns that got drafted and how they're doing. And obviously Quinn Ewers, you know, being former, you know, QB1 at Texas, all I've been seeing is you know, good things from him. Not just ball placement, but, you know, knowledge and the speed of the game hasn't affected him. I'm not going to go too much into it, but that's a testament to Coach Sark, because Coach Sark gets these quarterbacks NFL ready. But I told you from the beginning that a lot of people were sleeping on Quinn Ewers, a lot. But it's because he couldn't get it done in college. Also, he was hurt. And I told you he had an oblique injury, right?
I remember I think we were watching that Alabama game 2 years ago when he got hurt in the middle of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe I think we watched it together, if I'm not mistaken. Remember that game that he got hurt in the middle of the game, but he was gonna fucking beat Alabama.
Yeah.
And y'all still almost beat Alabama.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Look, Quinn Ewers. I mean, I don't want to make this into a Quinn Ewers, you know, debate or whatever. But no, Quinn Ewers. I've always seen him, and I've known that he's got potential. I mean, he's limited, but honestly, like I've always said, if he could become a backup and a perennial one of the best backups in the NFL, that's a win. I mean, is he going to take Tua's job? No. Dolphin fans, stop. Like, casual, like you like to say, casual fan. No, this is Tua's team. Obviously, the talent's there. But, yeah, there is a quarterback controversy in Miami, and it's this backup quarterback. Because Quinn Ewers
should not have paid Zach Wilson,
homie.
You should not have paid Zach Wilson, bro.
That what?
You should not have paid Zach Wilson.
I mean, listen, and then here's the thing. Zach Wilson should be a good backup. Like he should be one of the best backups. You know, so I mean, but we'll see. This is the fun of it. This is training camp. This is when you see battles get played out. Who's gonna be on what. But another thing that I will touch on is Tua's leadership, bro. Every time Quinn Ewers is out there, he's going to him and he's coaching him and telling him you did this, you did that wrong.
Yeah.
Tua's really stepped up as a leader, especially in the quarterback room. And I feel like Zach Wilson and Quinn Ewers are, they look up to him. They're going,
100%.
They're going to him for guidance. You know what I'm saying? And Tua has stepped up as a leader, bro. I saw like when they were interviewing him, like like after training camp, the media was there. Like about 4 years ago, compared to now, it's night and day. Tua has completely taken reins of the team, and he's the questionable leader. Did you see what Tyreek Hill said? Tyreek Hill said they asked him about the comments that Tua said. He's like, yeah, they were needed. They were needed. Tua is a leader, and I follow him. And I'm like, oh shit, okay, all right, okay, Reek, go ahead.
Tyreek's on this bullshit too, talking about A-Chain.
You saw that? No, but he ain't wrong though. He's not wrong.
You don't put that out in the public.
It's Tyreek Hill, bro. The guy's got half a brain.
No. See, that thought process is the reason why he remains to be how he is. No one holds him accountable for anything.
No, but what? Okay, but what are you gonna do? Listen, we're gonna ship his ass out next year. He's gonna
say, shut the fuck up.
Like I said, I agree with you. But Tyreek Hill will be here for one more year, and that's it. Then we out. You see what I'm saying?
He's starting to get on my nerves.
Oh, he's starting? Oh, he's not starting. He's been there.
Well, I mean, listen, you're local. You hear more about him than I do.
Yeah, listen, Tyreek Hill, just like you said, just shut the fuck up to a minimum, ball out, and then, hopefully next year in your new team, you can get a nice contract.
The Jet.
But either way, man, listen, any more, you want to touch on training camp on your squad right before we end this, or?
No, man, listen, there's the Micah Parsons situation has overcasted everything.
That's the elephant in the room, obviously.
That's the elephant in the room. But we talked about it. We discussed it. We left it at where it's at. We will update you guys if and when we hear something. But aside from that, brother, that's all that I have.
Oh, man, listen, I know this was more of like a free-flowing episode, obviously, freestyle episode because, Michael was the big deal. And I remember as soon as he requested that trade, I was like, yo, we got to hop on this and we got to talk about this because this is it's big. It's big. I mean, even though it might not happen, it's still big. So, yeah, man. But look, Hall of Fame game was Thursday. Next week on starting Thursday is going to be the first week of preseason. So football is in full effect. Football is in full effect. It's coming up real quick.
100%.
And I'm excited about it, even though I think my team ain't going to do shit. I'm still excited about it. So yeah, man. I mean, like I said, football season, that's my, and then again, the closing thoughts real quick is, Micah Parsons, he will be a Dallas Cowboy. I think it's malpractice what your team is doing, what Dallas Cowboys are doing, but I guess that's the way y'all like to do business. Not you, but that's the way the Cowboys like to do business down there. So be it. But he will be a Dallas Cowboy. I really think it's unfortunate. Like the fans are the ones that suffer from this shit. The people that the diehard Cowboy fans are the ones that suffer.
Yep.
And it sucks for them, bro, because Micah is a staple. He was drafted by you guys. And yeah, man, it sucks. It really sucks for fans to be seeing this and going through that. So, but like I said, closing thoughts, I think Michael will be a Dallas Cowboy. He ain't going to get traded. But if anything does happen, we're going to be right here. We're going to hop on this real quick, man.
That's right. So with that being said, y'all see it at the bottom. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so when we do hop on, y'all get that notification and you're live with us.
Yes,
Appreciate you guys stopping by, all y'all commenting. When y'all see this, whenever you do see it, leave us a comment. Let us know what y'all want to talk about. Let us know if you have any input in what we talked about, and we'll go from there.
Yes, sir.
But aside from that,
all right. Good one. Hey, see y'all soon. That's right.